Hey guys, this is Manten. Let's do probably my favorite thing in Runeterra. Let's do some draft. So let's bust into here. I'm already done with all my main drafts for the week, but this should be the same as any other draft that we bumped through. Okay, so we have Anivia. I'm a big fan of Anivia in draft. It can be a little weak to Teemo because you do go late game, but Anivia's sweet. She turns into an egg. Basically, she revives indefinitely. Almost no one can kill her, but you have to get to 10. Um, so it favors a very control style of deck. Harsh Winds is, again, another one of my favorite cards. I would say because it's Burst. Burst is super effective because your opponents can't counter it. So Burst is incredibly strong. And then Iceborne Legacy is garbage. Just a garbage card. Over here we have Thresh. Again, this is another one of the type of decks that I like to run. And the reason for that is it has a lot of removal. Like, great example would be the box. The box is decent removal, and Vengeance is amazing removal because it's just 1-for-1 direct. Pretty hard to get around. Then you have Garen on this side. Garen's going to come with Tiana, which is a super good in-game ability because she has Rally, and Rally is incredibly strong. Then you have Reinforcements. Reinforcements is fine. It's not great. It's not terrible. It can definitely do work in a late game here. So this is a hard choice. I'm not really going to go to the Garen style. You definitely could. I would say none of these picks are necessarily bad. For instance, like you could argue any of these picks and you would feel pretty good. I think I'm going to go with Thresh because it has a box and a Vengeance, and removal is incredibly strong. And Thresh isn't that bad. It can pull out a unit from your deck if it transforms. And the card by itself is actually pretty strong. So we're going to start with Thresh here. And then we're going to look to see what we want to combo it with. And this step's super important because this is going to decide what other colors of cards you get offered throughout your draft. So we do have Zed here in the middle. Zed's pretty strong. Can be taken out, but you can get some early wins with him. Deathmark, I think, is kind of garbage as a card. And then you have Shadow Shift, which is okay. It's an okay card. It kind of saves one of your guys. Maybe it trades, but it goes back to your hand. Heimer is incredibly strong. If you can get Heimer down and start playing spells, you're in a great shape. Chumpwump is good if you are going into a Teemo deck. And Eager Apprentice is one of my favorite cards in the game, just because of how efficient it is. If you play it on 2, you get the spell mana, which means you're gaining a body and you're gaining tempo in the next turn that you get to play a spell. Garen is actually very strong. Allegiance is pretty hard to pull off, but if you pull it off, it's incredibly strong. Allegiance is basically looks at the top card of your deck. If it's the same from the same area as the card you just played, then you get the ability. If it's not, then you don't get the ability. And Swiftwing Lancer is actually a really good card as well. So this is tough because these are the best cards that are being offered here, 100%. But it does mean we're going Demacia, so we're going to go Demacia, and I don't know if we're going to have enough in there to pull out a win. It is possible. They're basically just beefy stuff. Zed is really good. Going down Ionia is a really strong way to play the game, so I wouldn't mind going that, but these, not super excited to get these cards. And then Heimer, on the other hand, we're trying to go late game with Heimer. And you're trying to get a lot of value, which can synergize pretty well on this side. However, you don't really want the Chumpwump this time around, but you do want the Eager Apprentice. So we're basically deciding, are we just going to stand and bang here with some big characters? Are we going to just play a bunch of spells and try and outvalue our opponent? And then here, this is like the middle route. Are we going to play like a more tempo-heavy, mid-rangey type of deck? And so that's the decision we have to make here. I'm going to try late game because this looks fun to me. I think I would have a lot of fun playing this style. As far as the best goes, it's probably Zed, and then hope to pick up some elusives and try and play that game. But I'm going to try and play a slow controlled game because I think that'd be pretty fun. Okay, so Flash of Brilliance is amazing with Heimer. So that's pretty good. Thermogenic is a great card as well. It is just a pure removal card. Unlicensed Innovation is okay. It means you can just bank a bunch of mana and get a 5/5 down pretty quick. And then on this time, we have Remitter, which is an okay card. I've actually liked it more and more the more I played it. Basically, you sacrifice a guy and randomly summon someone who's costs 2 more than him. So it's a really good thing to use on like your 3 drops or 4 drops, and you can sometimes get really powerful guys that way. Mark of the Isle is a good burst trick for someone who's already going to die. So at least it means you can take someone with you. You can actually also use it to trigger any of the death type of abilities that we do have in the Shadow Isle class. So here is tough because this is by far the strongest card, but Kim Punk is only okay. Sometimes he comes down, he feels great. Sometimes he's just you're paying 5 and killing a random unit you don't care about, and then he hopefully swings back for something without getting tricked out. So he can be good, but 5's a lot to pay, and you kind of want a little bit more effect out of 5, in my opinion. I definitely am not going to take the Shadow Isle. And so now I'm just deciding if I'm going further into the class I already have, which is Heimer. These are great Heimer cards. This one, much better than this one. But it is a good Heimer card. This is removal, though I have a feeling from drafting these 2 type of decks before, I'm not going to struggle for removal. I say that, but watch, I get no removal, but I'm going to take these 2 because I think they synergize a lot well. I'm not going to take as much time on every single pick, but on a few of these, I do want to run through. So, Hapless Aristocrat is a really powerful card because it lets you do kill effects and then still have a body. It double blocks, so it blocks a guy, the next round it blocks another guy. Vile Feast is really good. It hits 1, it's a drain, so it actually heals you for 1. Then you make a Spiraling, which you can block with, so it's a great way to finish guys off. And then Shady Character, I love Shady Character. Turns into whatever else on the board you want to turn into, but it can be counterable. Back Alley Barkeep is okay. I'm not a big fan of it, though. Get Excited, great card. Eager Apprentice, great card. We're taking these 2. Okay, Unstable. When he's summoned, he gets a +4 in quick attack if you've cast a 6+ cost spell this game for 5. So he becomes an 8/4 quick attack. He's okay. Summoning 2 Scrap Scuttlers is pretty good if we're playing in Heimer. This is great for blocking early. It gives you tempo. Prodigy, I think, is great. Typically, Prodigy comes down, deals 3 damage, and trades in the back half. And Mystic Shot's great. Thermo's great, and Get Excited's great. So this is tough. I'm going to take Thermo and Get Excited here because I want the spells. Okay. Ruination is a great way to make sure we never lose the game. It's a great comeback card, and it comes with a good 1-drop, so I'm leaning over here. When you cast a spell, grant him +1/+1, but he costs 3. That's not fun. I don't like playing in that style, especially with the card it comes with. I hate the Parade here. Not a big fan of it. I'm definitely going to go with Ruination as maybe something we don't play very often, but if we're ever behind, it at least gives us a chance to come back. Man, they really want me to have Unstable over here. Mystic is pretty good. Another Apprentice is always nice. Puffcat Peddler is good if we were going Teemo. Spider if we're going Spiders. And this guy's actually pretty good because he creates an epic into your hand, which is never a bad thing to have cards that create more cards. So this is a tough choice here. I'm going to look at my curve of characters. We have a 4-drop character and 2 2s and a 1. A little light in the beginning, but we're okay with that if we have enough removal. I don't plan on playing a lot of Spiders, so I don't really want to pick up this card just to get a mediocre okay card. Another Apprentice I'd definitely be okay with, and I'm not going to complain about putting Puff Caps and into my opponent's deck, even if I'm not Teemo. However, I do think I'm going to lean towards the Mystic Shot, just simply for the Mystic Shot, and then I'll take him because he's here. Okay, Soul Gorger is great. Lifesteal is fantastic against Teemo decks, and also just coming back in general after you're stabilizing. I'm not going to pick these because I'm not trying to play that style there. I'm not trying to play either of these styles. This is kill 2 allies. I'm not looking to kill my own guys. Again, I'm not looking to play Spiders. So this is a good wall to put up early to block a bunch with while you're getting set up, and this lets you come back. Welcome to the deck. Another Eager Apprentice and a Withering Whale, which is okay. Deals 1 to all of your opponent's units, then you heal for 3. I'm not opposed to having an assembly in my deck. Much more than these two, so we're just going to go this direction. Ooh. Ooh. I love this as a 2-drop. 3/2 Fearsome. Gets over most things, trades with most things, and you're pretty happy to play it on 3 most of the time. And a Thermogenic Beam is fantastic. So let's go ahead and pull those 2 up. Okay, Amateur. Having an elusive could be important, or a bunch of removal. I'm okay with either one. In this case, I think I'm actually going to go with Flash here because I know what the type of deck is that I'm trying to play. I don't recommend always going this, but in the style of deck that I'm looking to try and play... Ooh, another Ruination is insane. But Commander is even better. This gives us a win condition, so now we're just looking for removal, install, drop this big guy, kill him. So we are going to take the 8-drop here. He also does come with a piece of removal. Sometimes it's hard to use, but can be good. And the other cases are 2 cards we've talked about already, so we're going to pick that up. Progress Day is fantastic if you can ever play it. But it comes with a Golden Crush bot. What else do we have over here? More Eagers, more Scrap Dash Assemblies. I think I'm actually going to go with Progress Day and Golden here. Okay, Glimpse Beyond is great. Scribe of Sorrows is okay. The Rekindler is okay. I think I'm going to end up going with the Rekindler because reviving one of my heroes that has just died seems good, and then being able to draw more cards is great. So this is a very interesting deck we've cooked up here. At least we have a little bit of end game. Our middle game's kind of weak, but we have some spells. This is going to give us a trade. I'm okay with trading this for this. I'm okay with trading this for this. Okay with trading this for this. So I'm going to go ahead and trade the Horror for a Vengeance, because I don't feel like we have enough removal, which is hilarious, because I thought we would. So let's see if this game works out. We're going to jump into game 1 right now. Usually your first couple of matches are going to be pretty tough because your deck's like half kind of baby formed. Once you win a couple of matches, your deck starts to take good shape. Now I'm looking over here, I'm seeing spiders. Spider Girl. Spider Girl tells me they are probably pretty aggro, so I need to make sure I have removal in my opening hand. Like, I don't need this. This is great because if they play spiders, I can block. I'm not going to open a Vengeance. There is an argument for me to keep Heimer here. I'm going to be greedy and keep the Heimer, even though there's probably an argument for dipping it. This should give me enough early game blocking that maybe I can get away with it. Here's a Mystic Shot to follow that up. So I'm feeling pretty good here. Obviously, we had nothing to play on turn 1, which is fantastic. I have a 2 and a 3 here. This looks great for me. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and drop this. Unfortunately, I can't block, but that's fine. And he's going to go ahead and come in and swing, which I'm okay with as well. And I'm just going to bank this mana for later. He's not going to swing because he forgot that Fearsome means that I can't block. So, what do we want to do with our 3 mana? I'm going to develop the 2/5. Let him develop. There is an argument to just swing with the 2/1 to try and get the trade out early. But I'm not super afraid of anything. However, I do feel good about just jumping in with these two. More than likely, he just lets them through. Come on, let's see what you got. And I'm super happy about trading. Because trading means that it's less threats at the board for me to have to deal with. And I'm trying to go long. I'm not trying to play a longer game. So he's going to hit me with the Drain. Drain's good. It's one of the reasons that card's so great, and it makes his 1/1 there. Okay, so things get scary now. We have a couple options. Well, let's just go into the next turn here. I could have played this, but I want to bank. I will take an open swing if he wants to open swing out. Because I will Mystic Shot one of his guys. Okay, so I'm going to block here, and then I'm going to Mystic Shot the 2. And then we will take 5. Not be very happy about it, but we'll take the 5. Okay, And then he's going to counter with the draw 2, and we're going to be fine with that. At least it gets rid of it. And it means he can't play, hopefully, nothing big for the rest of this round. And we're going to remove this guy. We still have this guy out to block afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play another one of these Eagers. This is going to then move 2 mana over here, which means I now have open 2 mana to spend, and I'll still have 3 banked. So because of that, I'm going to play this spell right here. I'm going to get 2 1/1s, and now I'm going to feel kind of protected for a little while. We're going to end the round. These are going to bank back up, and we are sitting pretty. So I'm not going to open with my Heimer because I don't have things suspended on, but I have no issue opening with my Thresh. So we could attack here. What are we looking to get through if we attack? I really don't want to kill any of his units on this round and then get hit back. So I'm going to pass here, as I'm not super worried about dealing damage right now. So Thermogenic Beam is great. Especially because there's a good chance we could play Heimer and then Thermo. I don't want to play it now because I don't want to get pulled. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. It is risky that he could try and pass out, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to pull. Yep. He is definitely going to attack. He's going to pull one of my guys in. And we're going to start offering trades. Yep, this was pretty expected here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and block there.
Safety first.
Can't block there, so we're just going to take the 3, trade off a bunch of our guys. We're going to hope that he doesn't have dagger and deal the damage back to us. There's not a lot of things that we can do if he does, but we're going to hope.
The sweet smell of science.
Luckily he didn't. We should be able to get this down then. Perfect. And then we start getting value from our Heimer. There is a free 4 cost. Right there, we'll play that.
And fire!
Now we just need to draw some spells and we can get a ton of Heimer value. Oh, that is not what we're looking for. I don't particularly want to trade this for this. I want to trade this for the 4. He could level if we kill someone. I actually am just going to open with the 1 and see what happens.
Where are you?
I'm going to pass the turn. Hopefully he passes back. It's not going to. I think we can block here. It's not going to be pretty, but it can be done. Okay. The fearsome is what's actually tough here. Okay. So we might just Ruination here. I'm trying to decide how would I block. I could drop my 8 cost guy, cut him in half. I'm still looking at probably taking too much damage then. So Ruination is probably the best option that I have. Which is unfortunate, but that's what has to be done. This is going to bounce back to his hand then.
Just let it go.
It's like a Rekindler here would be great.
I must end this madness before I lose myself. I am Ledros, the King's Shield. Let the dead rest.
I could swing here, but there isn't much purpose to the swing. We just end up dancing it back to each other's hand. And I lose that trade eventually. So this is going to be a tight... Rekindler is great, though. So, have the Rekindler and take back our Thresh. Looking to play the box in a little bit. The box is 3 to everything that gets summoned. There we go. That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna pass here. I'm not gonna kill it because I don't want to take 1 damage. So it's going to die afterwards anyway. So I'm just going to box now. Being greedy with the box might have hurt us. But it'll stop us from taking the damage from him. Which is helpful. He's going to die anyway. And then we're going to pass. And he surrenders because we just open attack next round. And we got there. So, it's a little tighter than I'd like, but the general idea. Okay. Let's look at what is going to be our next pick. We can double down with Heimer. Yeah, it's a couple things there. We can go with Thresh. A couple more mitigation is nice, and the box. We can go with Ezreal. Ezreal's real good as well, especially in a deck like this. And I'm not really looking to play either of these. Well, I think I'm going to take the risk and go Heimer, even though I think maybe Ezreal is a better choice there. But let's move on. Let's see what we can make happen the next match. Okay, we're looking at a Ezreal, so Ezreal's strong. We should make sure we have removal for him. This kind of does that in a couple of ways. I don't think we're going to have anything to play there. I'm going to hold the box for whatever turn they play Ezreal on, in case they play it early. Should have blockable, pullable. Okay, very interesting way that this game could start.
For a spin.
So he's going to get in for 2 here. I think that's okay.
Blast him.
I was debating if I wanted to start putting those out to block, but not yet. I don't think it's necessary. Especially now when we have this. So now I have to decide how I want to play this turn. I think I'm going to play the scrap. Keep here. I want him to play a character before I Static Shock. So by getting this out, it also keeps the box open or the static open. It also gives me actions to attack in between. Okay, so because he played that, I'm just going to go ahead and box now. That's going to kill off his Raven. Which means we are open for the Ezreal. So we're going to have to hope that that isn't the follow-up.
Welcome to
Okay.
my humble estate.
Its Benefactor's pretty good. I'm going to play the Crushing Bot because it means he can't attack, even if it means I'm not banking the mana I would normally like to play, but I'm going to open with the Thresh anyway. This is a very awkward attack. Okay. What I'm going to do is block here so that my static can kill both of the characters off. I'm going to look to bank this mana, and then I'm going to look to probably play Thresh. There's actually an argument to do this instead. Giving him an epic doesn't sound great, though. Killing both of his units off is kind of okay. Pulling with Thresh would mean I'm going to go into round 6, so that means he's coming down on 7. I guess that's fine. I actually might not attack here, just because I don't want to give him the opening.
Didn't build one.
I don't want to give him the opening to actually play Ezreal. There. Now if he's going to play Ezreal, he has to play it on this turn, while I have Vengeance up.
Can't fly if you don't
So he's going to play the Elusive, which is fine. We could actually opt to just play the Soul Gorger here and get really far ahead. It does still let him play what he wants to play, and I kind of want to play this round and bank the 3 and then play this next round. I might not even need to get this down because I don't have enough spells to actually have it pay off. I'm just going to pass here.
Fuse is lit.
This is fine. Almost everything here is blockable. I'm going to let him just keep playing, guys.
Packs a punch.
I'm going to make sure I block, just in case he has a trick. Luckily he didn't, so we pull this over. Make this even cheaper. I'm gonna play her, so that it's going to go over here. Perfect. Get a couple of our spell mana's back, and then we can move on to the next round. I'm gonna open this with a swing, and I'm gonna pull her here. This way we can control the flow. Anything that's blocked gets stopped, which is fine. Give +4 and quick attack, huh? This is actually in favor of us, because we can rekindle.
Do you know who I
This
am?
is even better. This is everything that we were looking for. And see, I'm not getting hung up on not doing my plan of smashing Heimer and play spells, because I'm getting great trades,
For a spin.
having good things happen. I can have him as a backup trigger, so it'll be okay.
Sharpen the blades, secure the kill.
I would like a small spell another damage spell, like a quick one, but it is what it is. I do have Vengeance.
The party has arrived.
That's fine. Just gonna wait, I think, until he attacks. There's an argument for playing the Soul Gorger here, but I'm going to wait till he attacks so that I can play Vengeance. So I would like to see what he does.
I stand for Noxus. I gotta
Okay.
work with this Joker.
I could actually Ruination here. Huh. That actually might be right. I think we're going to go ahead and Ruination. This should just ruin his life.
Just let it go.
Seems fine to me. We know 2 of his cards are dead cards. We know we're way ahead in value, so now we can just slam our big value. We have a 7. We just neutralize the board. Ruination is pretty amazing. Ooh, Progress Day is great. I think I'm just going to get in here and attack.
Did that sound right?
No. I think I'm just going to play the Heimer.
Professor, I've read all your manuscripts.
Oh my, what's the correct protocol here?
Okay, so he's going to play Progress Day, which is fine. It is a burst spell. Okay, so he's going to kill my Heimer, which is not to be unexpected, but...
Added to the bug list. Excuse me?
Nothing can stop
Okay.
me.
We can block that, so I'm not really that scared of it.
How can I help? Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to play Burst Day here.
No progress.
Draw. I could deal 3 to anything that he plays. I could just play the big boy. I'm just gonna play the big boy here. He's getting tilted because apparently he doesn't actually think about anything he plays. Or he has no options. And I'm just blocking to get everything off the board that I possibly can. He would also need to create Overwhelm here. Nah, he's just going to kill it. That's fine. That's almost all the cards in his hand gone. For a character who can't even attack. Or can't even block. Does mean I get to just open this way. Because I can bank this mana for next turn, and get Excited or Vengeance, whatever he plays. But this is one of the reasons I go Shadow Isles, is these type of cards. They're really, really strong. Or we could attack and win here if he doesn't have any way to stop this, and he doesn't. So, that's the end of game 2. Okay, let's see what we can trade. A true shot. I actually am going to make this trade. I really want a true shot barrage. That seems great. Let's move on to game 3. This is also another pivotal win because you get another champion, which comes with another 2 cards. And your deck is nearly finished after this point, with just tweaks here and there. Okay. Bit of an interesting mess of a deck. I don't want this. This and this is great together. I want better early removal. This is really a risky keep, but we're going to keep it and see what happens. Yeah. So I could get punished for this. If he comes out real aggressive, which is unlikely, but possible. Ah, this is a great draw. Yep, we can at least defend ourselves, and we're not losing any of our progress on banking mana. So he's not going to attack here, which is fine. Move it over to our turn. Let's be a little cheeky and let's get in with the 2. Probably looking to play this next turn.
Defend the Empire.
Might be playing it right now. That's very interesting.
Formation.
Maybe he's going to play a Zed? No, he doesn't have a Zed. What is he going to play? That's a very odd trade to take. You would only take that trade if you had something to play that you wanted to early attack with on the next round, and you didn't want me to be able to block. So I wonder if he's deciding between playing a card and not playing anything. I don't really care about this card that much. I'd rather save this for removal on something else. I'll take the 2 damage now and be okay with it. I'm really hoping he does it. Okay, he didn't go hard enough this turn for me to care. My goal is to play this next round, and this next round, and get so much value that I probably will win the game. So I'm actually going to play nothing. If I had a 4-drop, I would play it here, but I don't want to hurt any of my spell mana. So I'm going to just open with this. You can respond to anything that's not burst, and there's nothing burst that's going to kill me here.
For the hand.
That's pretty okay. So that's beautiful, and we're going to go ahead and play this.
My most groundbreaking invention to date. Progress waits for no one.
I'm interested to see what he plays here. So he's going to kill my unit. So do I want another 3-1 instead of Vengeance next round? I think I can probably deal with that. Not even sure if I want that. I think I just want a Vengeance next round. Could also True Shot.
Don't determine themselves.
I think I'm going to do a setup for the True Shot. I'm going to let myself die here.
Unforeseen outcome.
I'm just going to pass. I expect this to be pulled here, and then I expect to take 5, 6, 7. Interesting. He actually got the Yeti down. I think I play this. This will allow me blockers. It's going to get me 2 1/1s that I can chump block with while I work on trading his guys out for value.
Oh, I can't wait.
We might have to box, actually. And then look to true shot next round and not be able to remove the Braum yet. So that's probably what we're going to have to do.
Time for talking to. Hot on the trail. Noxus!
My turn.
He should be pulling my 3/1 over here.
My
Yep.
shield?
I'm probably just going to block this way. I might take 4 in order to try to get him to drop another character. Is that going to happen? Probably not. I think I just box now. We can actually get excited here and kill the Braum. I'm going to get rid of fresh offerings. I'm going to attempt to kill the Braum here. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It is easy, see?
It's one less trick. We're going to vengeance him anyway. I'm just going to true shot. 3, 2, 1. I hope to get... We're trying to just get the board back. As soon as... If we can start clearing out his guys and get him down, the less cards in hand, and we start playing our bigger things, we should be fine in this game. This is a really big moment. If he can brick this somehow, we might actually be in a really tough spot. And that's kind of how all control decks come down to. They kind of just come down to a spot. It's like, does your opponent have something to stop this? Or are you going to get max value? And we got max value. That's like a really big deal. And then you just kind of hope he doesn't have a monster to play. It's not that bad, actually, for 7, because he's not going to get to use it this turn. He's probably just going to open swing here. He's not. There might actually be a reason to play this turn. Because if he pulls this, we could block there. I'm just going to go ahead and play the commander.
I will end this. Let's show our friends this door.
It's a little risky, but it's got to be done. He kind of needs to kill this. This is a really hard attack for him.
First we fight. Ha! This is fun, yes?
I'm gonna let him get a trick in here. Oh, no trick. really interesting. I mean, it kind of gets rid of him, but not really. He just gets to come down again. I think I just slam this again. There is an argument to slam him. But I can always vengeance next round. There's a couple cards you could have here that would be pretty bad. That's not one of them. He can't block with this, but he can block with either of these two, and I'm okay with either of those two. And I'm only taking this risky line because I have it backed up with a vengeance in case something bad happens on the next turn. Otherwise, I'd be playing smaller guys, banking more mana, trying to build my board out. But this guy recurs and continually damages him. So he needs to keep constantly having threats in order to deal with it. And my life total's really, really high, so... all these spots are... I'm pretty healthy.
Behold, my glory. Hello, my darling.
So he has evolved here. We could play a 4-drop. We don't have one. Not a good one. It's going to deal 2, 6. We're just going to drop this again.
I will end this.
The amount of damage... you can't have enough damage in hand to win from this position.
The Scar Maidens will know my name.
He could... no, that's
My shield
oh, it might be a Noxus ability. I'm not sure.
We should be friends.
Let it flow.
If he has the +8...
Look how we have grown.
Nope. Okay. Oh, he didn't have... might have had the mana for it. We're just gonna get this in,
How can I help?
because it doesn't matter, but it gets
I
it on the
learned
board.
that in class.
It is easy, see?
This is not gonna do anything.
Every step brings me closer to deliverance.
It's better to just swing here. He's gonna die, we can replay him, and then we can shock him for 1.
It shall rain ash in our wake.
Okay. I'm actually gonna open with this just in case something crazy happens. This guy will kill you from 1. So, this should be game. So, that'll take that down. We'll move on. Let's see what they offer us for picks. Timer, True Shot. I don't know if I want that. Thermo. Thresh, Thermo seems pretty fantastic. Okay, let's get into game 4 here. Our deck's doing pretty well. We kind of got over the early game humps, so now it's more about just trying to outmaneuver our opponents. Ooh, Teemo's tough. Teemo is tough. Typically, you want to play aggressive against a Teemo. I have to keep one of these just in case he opens with Teemo. Okay, well, not very happy to have this in the open, but we'll see what we can accomplish here.
You'll soon understand my methods.
Well,
I'll show you how it's done.
take the early 1. Move on. We're just going to pass here in case Teemo hits. Teemo's not going to hit. And because of that, I think I'm going to drop these just so I can get some early blockers.
Can't fly
Oof.
if you don't try.
Okay, we're going to have to use this removal here, because we can't really afford to take that much damage.
Oh no!
Let's take the early 2. I want to keep my blockers up just in case.
I'm on it.
Open
Wow,
this.
you
It's a
see
great
that?
blocker. And it keeps my spell mana up, because I'm going to try and get Heimer down.
You won't believe what abilities throw away.
Wow, he actually pulled it off. Pulled off the alliance. Or allegiance.
This way.
I don't... I'm gonna have to take the damage, I think. I need the efficiency here. Oh. That is rough. That is rough. I'm not happy about it, but I need to start getting my value.
A never-ending cycle. I can't hear you.
Oh. Ruination might come in handy. I'm gonna get rid of the assembly bot. I'm gonna get rid of this even though it doesn't save me a damage, but this might not end up working out. It's a lot of early damage.
and round it goes.
Okay. Get the attack in here for 3. Let's see what they end up playing. I might actually have to play this for... There's a chance I might end up having to play this for Kindler for no value. Just because I need something to block with. See what they end up playing here.
Progress waits for no one.
Ooh, that's actually super good.
Unforeseen outcome.
One candle for
It's
every
beautiful.
sun.
I get to play it with value now, so that ended up working out really well.
It works. Mostly.
Luckily I can block this. I think I'm just gonna respond with the 7. I'm gonna take this out just so nothing weird can happen. It might end up being a waste, but I get the freebie from it this way. I think I'm actually just gonna slam this and we're gonna go hard. Gonna go hard in the paint.
Lose myself.
Try to get some pressure out.
I will end this.
This has been a tight game.
Can't fly if you don't try.
All who stand in my way shall fall.
This is a no-fly zone.
He can't really block that way unless he has a kill spell for this. Okay. But I'm okay with reducing the amount of everything. That all seems good to me. Oh, nice. I will say though, because we got all that extra value from Heimer, I feel pretty okay. Oh no. So we just get to ruination him here. And he's surrendered. Okay. Okay, we should get a trade. Let's see what we can get. Hapless for Unlicensed, a spot for Chumpwump. Is a second Rekindler better? I actually think it is. Let's go on to game 5. Okay. They should have a good control aspect if they're leaning harder into Yasuo. If not, they're going to have really big beefy guys to break us down. I'm going to replace these two. We're going to keep both of those. Okay. We're just going to have to hope that they're not hyper aggressive.
The world awaits.
That's fine. We got a good block for that.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
This gives us so much momentum here.
Excuse me? Defend the Empire!
And I'm very okay with that trade. Again, you only make this trade if you have something big to play.
I walk my path alone.
Yeah. Now, this could get denied. Okay. It got through, though. So, all is well. All's well that ends well. I'm gonna play this.
Eminently logical.
Because it's my attack.
A sturdy construction.
Death doesn't scare me.
There's an argument not to trade this so that we can trade back on the spider, but
Run while you can.
let's just get this as small as possible and move on with our life.
The world waits, begging for dominion.
I'm just gonna kill this. I don't want to deal with it. So.
Noxus.
I'm gonna block. I don't want to take any additional damage. We'll get this big boy out.
Thermodynamics.
I think I'm gonna get Thresh out.
There's nowhere to hide.
Only I can quell the wind.
I'm fine with getting stunned here. And we'll pass to the next round. We're gonna look to play our Progress Day this turn.
It is me!
So let's
Celebration. Back to work.
play this so we can get our big techs out.
They said it couldn't be done. Everything can use an upgrade.
Awesome. Just getting a ton of extra value. Have a big hand. Oh, he's looking to end the turn here. This gains us 1 mana. I think I'm going to Thermo here to get rid of the 5/3.
Full blast.
And then I'm going to get down.
Round and round it goes.
It's right here. Perfect. Switch over. And we're gonna swing. I'm gonna swing at the 1/1 because there's a very small chance anything bad happens to the 1/1.
Do not interfere.
Very interested to see what he plays here. Do I want to keep my Thresh around? Huh. I think I care more about turning this guy. No. I think I care more about turning this guy into this guy.
If those fools and theoretical quaternaries could see.
So there's the Darius, which is fine. Let's get this down. Let's get our burst down. This is just incredible, huge amounts of value.
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
And we can just vengeance that, so there isn't a ton to worry about here. We're in a huge, yeah. It's just, there's so much value if Heimer goes on. We still have a whole hand of things we can play and tricks we can do. He's still dealing with the free stuff that we're making. Alright, which trades do we have here? Eager for Get Excited, the box for a Flash. Flash is real nice. I already have 2. I only have 1 the box though. I could get another Get Excited, but I only have 3. I already have 2 Get Exciteds. I think this curve's pretty good. I think I'm just going to skip this trade. Okay. Let's get in there for our 6th win. Little visual bug. Let's see what we're playing against. Oh, he has a Heimer as well. This will be interesting. Okay. I don't really want to open my 8-drop, but it happens. I am going to play my 1 because I do plan on glimpsing beyond if he plays this slowly.
I must get out of here.
So we'll get the little 1 damage chip in. He's going to play War Chief. I think I'm just going to pass this here, though. Because I might want to do multiple things this round.
Nothing can stop me.
Okay. I think I want to do this before he gets his attack off. It doesn't really matter. I think I'm okay with trading this out. We'll trade off the assembly robot.
Eyes bigger. Noxus!
We're gonna block, but I need to draw into some threats, so... And I would like to do it while his shields are down and he can't mess with my guy. So this still blocks, but allows me to draw 2 cards. Okay, that's a good card. We're gonna get in with our little spider.
A Demacian soldier is worth tenfold.
I'm on it. Wow, did you see that?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I just want to keep his board clear. This could be a mistake if I don't end up drawing into any way to continually build threats. I think I'm okay with that. I think we're gonna play Scrap Desk Assembly here, just to get blockers out and not waste all my mana.
Glory unrelenting.
And then I'm fine with passing and banking the rest of my mana. Like Thresh and stuff would be real nice here. Like a Vengeance isn't great, but I think I can just smash down my Soul Gorger, because even if he plays something big here, I'm not getting attacked. I want to play at least something threatening.
Feed Demacia!
Slaughter the living.
So I'm actually just going to swing in with the 3/7. He's going to let it in. That's completely fine. Okay. Before this happens, I'm going to kill this character off. I'm doing it in the same action, so I still get another action. But it's not going to matter much here. I'm just going to pass.
Throw them on metal.
I'm going to block the 6. I'm going to let 5 in. That's really strong. So I'm going to have to play the Thermo and take this guy out.
Batter him!
Glory unrelenting.
No one goes hungry!
That's brutal.
Already forgotten.
Whew. Well, we survived the big, crazy attack.
must end this madness before I lose myself.
So we're gonna try and go out swinging here.
Enough souls have suffered.
In formation.
Tough is fine. I'm gonna use this to block. I don't want to give him just a clean trade.
My time has come.
And then maybe we get a Ruination play off. He might just immediately swing though. It's unfortunate. He has a 2 to play. It's really bad. It really lowers the chance of him playing another guy. That can save us though. That would put us 1 away.
Eat up, friend.
I have to play this. And do this. Ooh. That is a good card. That means he's not going to come back to my hand after he dies.
Noble.
Spicy. Gonna not play the Plasma Guardian here. Oh, crap. Okay.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
We're just gonna take our 2 and not be very happy about it, but we'll take it. I'm gonna play Ruination here. And then hope it works. I don't see how it wouldn't. That is cheese of the ultimate variety. Add some cheese. I respect that. That was a good play. I assume he'd block this? No, he's going for the win. Now we're just in a top deck war, but I do have an extra blocker. I have a True Shot Barrage, so that's game. That was a good top deck for him. But True Shot will end the game, and we'll get out of there. Ooh. Luckily, we were able to survive all those tricks and get that game off. That game was pretty tough. A couple missteps could have been bad. We didn't see our value engine, but we were still able to pull it out. It was definitely a tough game. Hey, we just hit our box. It's great to see. Okay, should offer us a whole bunch of picks here. Oh, a vengeance? I'd like another vengeance. Ooh, crush spot for a thermo. We already have enough thermos, I think. The Funsmith would be interesting. I think I'm gonna just skip this trade altogether. Soul Gorger. Assembly for the Harrowing. Ooh. But those assists have been so good. A Chump Wump for a Mystic Shot is a slam dunk. Man. It's just... I'd rather make our curve out better. Kindler for a Black Spear. I like that too. I don't want any of those. Eager. Symbol bot for Chump Wump. How many golden bots do I have left? Only one? I think I'd rather keep my golden bot. Thresh for a Heimer. That might be worth it. Okay. Well, the Heimer deck is up. We're about to play for our 7th win. I don't think we've taken a loss yet. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, it's a Katarina. This is a attack you multiple times over deck. So we will have to be careful about that. I don't need 2 of those. A 2 into 3 here is good, so I don't need the early blockers. So we're gonna look for pieces of removal, like we got. Okay. That's not a bad open. That's just playable. Ooh, Black Spear is also real nice. He really likes to show up early, huh?
How can I help? I learned that in class.
So this is a huge momentum swing for us here. Especially if we don't have to pay mana on this turn, it means that
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
the shitty thing is that kinda has to die. And I think I have to use this. I'm not happy about it, but this amount of value that the Battlesmith makes is really frustrating. This could be used to kill bigger guys going up, but I can't afford to also discard these guys. I mean, the Battlesmith is just so good.
Words move hearts and armies.
Dawn Speakers are interesting. I don't expect him to attack with this. I'm gonna get the Crush Spot down, even though there's an argument to bank the mana. This does secure our board presence. We'll feel better about...
Broad! Did that sound right?
I think I'll just gonna bait this. Like, I don't care if you trade. Dawn Speaker can be an issue, so I'm not opposed to getting rid of it.
I need just a moment.
Okay. I'm willing to pass this. I don't have anything super threatening.
Justice for Demacia.
Hmm. I think I'm just gonna let it happen.
I'll cut them apart. Face me.
Safety first.
Remember me.
I'm assuming he has a way to protect this, but we'll find out. I'm willing to use both of these to stop it.
Demacia.
But if that were to happen, then I can open with the Thresh. Get him to 1. There's a potential for a true shot to happen. He's doing a good job of holding card advantage, and this is a very even game right now. I'm just hoping that I've gotten rid of some of his actual threats.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
I'm okay with ending the turn here. I would love to play this, but I don't see that as being possible. This actually might be possible to be played this turn. I'm gonna lose my Thresh. I'm just thinking if there's anything I could draw here that would make it reasonable. I don't see it. I'm just going to accept that I'm going to lose Thresh. I think I'm okay with true shotting here.
Do not forget.
Because this is going to hit me to 8. I'm just going to open with this guy.
Let the dead rest.
We're getting close. I have a lot of health, and I have ways to replenish my resources, even though he is way up on card advantage here. And I can play Vengeance next round for any, like, really crazy stuff that he plays.
Discipline and steel.
So, like, I'm just gonna go in with this. There was an argument to swing this way. That was a huge mistake, actually.
Meet them head on.
Okay, I wouldn't say it was a huge mistake, but it was definitely a mistake.
Our ancestors are watching!
I could have got 2 damage in, but there is an argument that, like, he could have got a free block on the 2-1, like return this to my hand, or not, or stopped it from attacking some other way, and then I'm left in a really bad spot. So I will say if I could do it over, I would swing with the 2-1 though.
You won't get past me.
I'm okay with both of these things. Because I'm okay with him dying and replaying him. Ooh, Heimer's real good here, though. He's also real good next turn.
Never play fist.
I'm just gonna let him do whatever he does.
We will not hesitate!
I'm actually thinking about just playing Vengeance here. No. No. Block.
Sure, boss.
Block.
My life is lost, but not my purpose.
Discard here. I'm gonna just play for the greed. I want him to die so I can replay him. There's a chance that they can buff her. If he strikes, he bounces. Okay. Fine.
They got past me. For the hand!
Okay.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
It's unfortunate I can't play both. I'm not super happy about that, but it is what it is.
Show them what we're made of!
I'm okay with... She's probably gonna block here. So it might be better if I kill this.
Sentinels!
Because now he has to block with this one.
Let's have some
Okay,
fun.
so now he has to block with this one.
Still see the job done.
First me, then the worms.
Okay. It's sort of on an edge. He's gonna play... That's not gonna block. This is actually really tough. He's gonna pull there. He's gonna 4 Demacia here. So that's gonna be 9, 8, 17, and a bunch more. Everyone gets fearsome, so I can't block with him anyway. I have to progress the day in case I draw something else, like this. Yep. Ugh, okay. Good thing we did math there. Not happy about it, but it's a good thing we did math there. If he has a way to take the attack back, I'm so screwed.
Eminently logical.
This might have been a mistake.
A sturdy construction.
Flavor and spice!
I don't remember what the 5 cost makes.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Oh, how do I...
I hypothesize their demise.
I'm only dealing 1.
A sturdy construction.
Everyone...
I have a new method to evaluate.
Okay.
A delicious challenge!
Stand for
We're
what's
gonna...
right.
Fight me!
Oh, did we get in? I was really worried he's gonna have a trick. Fair enough. Ooh. That was a tight one. That was hard to play. There are definitely a couple mistakes in there. But that's a 7 win with a slower deck, more controlling pace. That was a lot of fun. If you have any questions, you can throw them in the comment section. Message me on any of the Discords that you might be on. Join our Discord if you haven't yet. My name's Manten. Like, subscribe if you learned a couple things. I'm always looking for feedback. So, see you guys later.